Hello! Welcome back to the channel. Oh, it's great to see you here. I'm just repairing my shield. As you know, this is Northworthy Sagas and Stories, and I'm your host for today, Bragi, the son of Magnar. And I'm a Viking, and I'm also a Saxon. Now today we have a folk tale for you from Iceland, the land of ice and fire. And we have many folk tales from Iceland, and you can see them in a playlist up there. Now, today's folk tale is called The Corpse That Would Not Rot. One day, some men were walking on a beach in Iceland, and they found a corpse that had washed up, probably from a wreck from a longboat. And they took this corpse, and this corpse was found in Selvog. And they took the corpse from Selvog to Strand, and they buried it in the graveyard, in a coffin, a wooden coffin. Well, some months passed, and another man died, and he too had to be buried. And they decided to bury him in the same plot of this graveyard, next to the man they found washed up on the beach. So they started to dig, and they came to the spot where they found the coffin, but for some reason the coffin didn't look right. It was slightly opened, so they was very curious by this and thought, well, we best have a look in. And they did. They had a look in, and something very strange has happened. Well, first of all, the corpse was not facing up, it was facing down. And secondly, well, the corpse had not rotten, even though some months had passed. Well, the priest thought this was very strange, and they got the corpse and they lifted him upright, resealed the coffin with a hammer, and then they buried the other man that died next to him. Well, some years passed, and the same priest was there. And sadly, another old man who was very long in the beard, his name was Olaf, you could say, he died and had to be buried. And the priest, well, he thought they'll bury him in the same plot as the corpse that would not rot, for they were still curious to find out if he was rotten or not. So they started to dig with the wooden spade until they find the two coffins, and again the coffin of the man they found washed up on the shore, whoa, it was slightly open, and they jarred up the lid, and again they find the corpse of this man who washed up on the beach face down. That was very strange again, but again the body had not rotten, and they did not know what was going on. Well, the local priest, being very superstitious and being wise, as often priests are, he got a massive stake of wood and he hammered it in, or he got some men to do it for him, of course, into the ground next to the grave of the corpse that would not rot. And it was said that nobody should ever dig up this plot, and that the only time they should dig up the plots is when the post rots. And for many centuries this thick post stood there and was said to have fallen down in sometime in the mid-19th century. A very strange story indeed. Now, we have many strange stories and folk tales on the channel. We have stories of the Dragar, stories of werewolves and trolls, and stories of kings and queens and the common folk of the land. And please don't forget to go and like this video, this folk tale. Check out our playlist, and especially the playlist of Icelandic folk tales. Thank you for watching. I am, as always, your host, Bragi, the son of Magnar, and I'll see you in the next folk tale or saga. That's hail, good health.